Kayla, hanging out here on Sirius XM Octane with the guys from Avenged Sevenfold. Thank you very much for coming back and sharing so much of the story with Jimmy and the process to get to this point. Nightmares, the new album, it's going to come out July 27th. Can you tell me your most memorable favorite story of him? I'm sure there's many.
Like, to know Jimmy there was a story every day. One of my favorite stories, it just shows his loyalty, was a fight I got in London. Remember that? I got in a fight at some bar in London, and it was because I was pissing in a sink. I was very drunk with the Crane guys and the Metal Hammer guys, and we're hanging out. And there was one toilet in this bathroom called the Crowbar. And so I'm pissing in a sink, and this English guy comes in all pissed off that I'm pissing in the sink. And I was like, well, there's no other bathroom. So I walk outside, just blowing him off. Walk outside, and the guy starts calling me out, so I punched him. And then a huge brawl breaks out between all of our friends and all these guys at the bar. And it turns out that after the whole fight went down, my wife now, but at the time was my girlfriend, and one of Jimmy's best friends, was walking off, and this guy started approaching her, calling her a stupid American, and that we're just Americans starting shit or whatever. And out of nowhere, Jimmy comes flying it looks like Superman, flying with a punch over her head and misses her and knocks this dude out right in front of the cops. And the cops start chasing him, and they don't have guns there. So he's just running around in circles while they can't catch him, like making fun of them and just berating them because they don't have guns. He's like, what kind of cops are you? You don't have guns? And he's just dancing around the streets, and finally he just gave up and put his hands behind his back and went to jail for the night. Yeah. And so, but it just shows his loyalty. He's always like that. Like, he's like the sweetest guy in the world, and he's got the funniest stories, and he's so kind-hearted, but if you fuck with someone he loves, he's like, he'll throw himself in danger at any point and go to jail for you or do anything for you. And it just shows his personality a lot.
Yeah, one of my favorites, actually, scenarios in my life, which lasted for not a favorite, but definitely something that represents him very well, was actually when he passed, and how really quickly everybody that was there, we were all at Shadow's house, and my parents were there, and everybody's just sobbing. And towards the end of the night, people could finally start saying stuff. It was really just uncomfortable silence the whole time until people actually started talking, and literally for the next 2 weeks stories never stopped. We were camped out at each other's houses. We'd take turns at each other's houses. We renovated the living rooms and stuff like that. We were, we just had like 10 people, just cuddled up together, and you didn't hear the same story twice, and they never stopped for 2 weeks, and it's pretty unbelievable. You don't really have that with anybody else, like people would have stopped talking about me after an hour, and yeah, they're all just hilarious stories. That guy truly lived like a fictional reality, and he was just one in 100 billion.
Yeah. Sinister Gates, M Shadows of Avenged Sevenfold in studio. You guys are also big supporters of the military, and I know, as we were saying earlier, that baby steps at this point, but is it something that you look to do maybe to get out there and play for the military and in the future?
Yeah, it's such a crazy thing.
We got denied one time. We've been trying for a long time.
We've been trying to go. It wasn't that we were denied, it's just that they look for these corporate sponsors to take you over there and stuff, and it seems like they're always, we appreciate everybody that goes over there, but it seems like they're always taking people over there or getting people over there that the troops, I'm sure they want to see, but I think they'd love to see I'm sure they'd love to see Kid Rock when he goes there, and if Disturbed went there, they'd love it. And if Avenged Sevenfold went there, they would love it. But you hear about some of these bands that get to go over there and they have these corporate sponsorships just because they're, on a pop station at the time. And we would love to go over there, and we're going to continue to try to go over there. Hopefully the war kind of dwindles down and we won't have to go over there at this point. But we're always there to do whatever we can for the troops, and even to play for bases here or anywhere. But yeah, we would love to do that.
You should hook up with Drowning Pool or Seven Dust. They end up getting over there.
I know,
and stuff.
it's crazy.
I don't know how they make it.
I know, I don't either. And it's so funny because we've asked our management, and they've looked into it for us, and it just always seems to be like this thing where we can't get you guys over there, and you guys need this and that. It's like, whatever.
Drama.
It's total drama.
All right,
it's total politics.
The military who's listening, because we do have a lot of troops that are overseas. They listen online. They reach out to me, and they're saying, they've got the computer hooked up, and they're hanging out, when they have some time to listen, and makes them feel like they're a part of home, which really is quite meaningful. So
Absolutely.
they're listening,
Good, yeah.
man. Avenged Sevenfold, they're trying to
And
get
we
out
have
there.
a song on the new record. I mean, there's a couple songs. Most of the record is dedicated to Jimmy. There's a couple songs that were already written lyrically, and he loved the lyrics so much that I kept them because I didn't want to change anything that he really loved about the record. Nightmare's one of them, and there's a song called Danger Line, which is about the military. So it's a song for them. So it's cool to have another song for them on our record.
All right, man. So Nightmare is the new album. It comes out July 27th, but we're going to debut here on Octane the title track.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll give a nice good taste to the start of the album from
Yeah.
Avenged Sevenfold. So glad that you're you're here, and all the best to you as you
Thank
guys
you.
move forward and restart. And we'll see you on the Uproar Fest, man. I'm
Absolutely.
looking forward to it. All right, this is the title track, Nightmare, from Avenged Sevenfold, exclusively debuting it right here on Sirius XM Octane.